Apples masquerade, hiding both face and mind, all free for you to draw. I'm a sharpshooter. What else should I be? Please don't take off my mask, revealing dawn. Moments are gone, nothing left to be found. A mirror right in front of me is where I found an empty glass, reflecting that's a truth. Still it was not to be told. I need them last. I'm a sharpshooter. Apples masquerade, heart in both face and mind, all free for you to roll. I'm a sharpshooter, chained down to my core. Please don't take off my mask, my place to hide. I can't tell you how to see me. Just a cage of bones. There's nothing inside. Will it unleash me, burning down the walls? Is there a way for me to break? I'm a sharpshooter. Apples masquerade, hiding both face and mind, all free for you to draw. I'm a sharpshooter.
full can.
The real question to be asked.
Goblins! Goblins!
Have I'm a sharpshooter. I post masquerade.
What's up, goblins? Still getting no sleep, dude? You did your warm milk and all that jazz? Warm milk, some good old NyQuil. Have you tried the good old NyQuil? They have NyQuil sleep aids. I don't know if they have them in Indonesia, but I've heard a lot of people using sleep aids. Milk is only drink. Or milk is cringe. Hey, didn't they like do these things where like you just kind of like drink warm milk before you go to sleep, or your mother brings you warm milk? I don't know. Maybe that's like a British thing. Maybe it's a British thing. I don't know. They do it over here too, I guess. I don't do it, but it's mainly because I think milk is gross. Why you using a shirt and tie? Cause I'm an investigator today. I'm an investigator. I even got my glasses too. I'm an investigator. Cause we're supposed to be playing some detective today. And it's actually not a tie. It's a belt. It's a belt that I'm using as a tie. There we go. Hey man, this right here is a smart investigator. Gotta do some investigating. I even got my pins. Got my mug of invisible liquid. See the invisible liquid has that delicious invisible liquid in it. Your heart hurt. That's not good. That is super not good. Wonder if I should drop this into just chatting, because board game seems pretty bare in the prequels. There's another category I could throw these guys in. Table. Oh, gods. Oh, your head hurts. Oh, you got a headache? I want to see if switching us to just chatting might net us a little more peoples. Stress is one definite thing, but lack of sleep can do some really funky things to you. A lack of sleep can do a lot of things to you. Only 2 hours, man. Oh, by the way, this is the play area for all of this. Like, I don't want to put my chat on the other side, but I can't. Dang, I was hoping Greg was gonna be here too. Yep. Bum, 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 bum. Dun, dun, dun. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum. Welcome back, welcome back. Getting so spice. So spice. If you're if you're dumb, you breathe. Well, don't most people breathe? Does that make everybody dumb? Does it make everybody dumb? Well, since it's just me and you, only for me, only me. Okay. I see ya. I see what you doing. All right, let me pause this here real quick. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Well, that's unfortunate. Goblins, would you like to play a board game? That is, where you are a detective trying to solve a murder mystery. Eh? What board game? This is the board game. Let me go to this right here. This is the board game. This part right here. This is the board. This right here is a website that you can look that has information about what you're playing, and these over here are cards that are used for whenever you go to. I'm pretty dumb, so I'm probably a negative 420 IQ detective. Hey, trust me, you can't go too wrong with this. You really can't. But to me, I think it's a pretty fun game. You get the gotta undo my tie. There you go. I gotta get a little. How do you play? Okay. Well, this is the gist of how you play. Oh, I can't breathe. Ugh. Undo. Gotta be the disheveled cop. There we go. Okay, so the objective of the game is that you have a certain amount of hours to do investigations. So at the beginning of this one, of this specific campaign, you'll do an introduction. And it'll let you know what's going on. And then right down here, like right just above me, you start off with 4 leads. Interrogating the guy who called 911, inspecting the crime scene, autopsy report of the murder victim, and forensic scientist what the forensic scientist found at the murder scene. So pretty much here, okay. Just at the very beginning, I'm gonna go ahead and play some audio that'll pretty much read this whole beginning area, and it'll give you an idea of what we're dealing with. So hopefully you'll be able to hear this. And this is a detective game in suburbia. Play.
It displays images.
Oh shoot! Hold up. wrong to start off. Okay. Here we go. Don't worry, you'll get it once you get this little extra tidbit. And then I'll run you through the steps.
It displays images.
Dude,
from a
why is it keep starting right there? No, play for the front. No, it won't play for the. Hold up. Copy, reload. Paste.
Headquarters of Antares.
No, wrong audio. Okay, there we go.
Headquarters of Antares, Ohio branch, February 13th.
Headquarters of Antares, Ohio branch, February 13th, 8 a.m. One of the walls of the spacious conference room is taken up by a big screen. It displays images from a similar room, located nearly 500 miles away, creating the impression of looking into a huge mirror. At the end of the table you can see the figure of a grizzled and wrinkled man sitting in a wheelchair. He has been discussing current affairs with the heads of individual departments for 15 minutes, until at last he turns to you. Finally, I welcome the branch in Cleveland, which has recently started to represent the agency's interests in the Midwest. I won't take any more of your time. I give the floor to Director Rowland. He adds with a smile.
Thank you, Director Delaware. Yesterday evening the local police station received the call reporting the death of a young woman. The person reporting the finding, John Smitty, claimed that he had found the woman's body in the house on 602 Dawnview Street. The door was wide open, so he looked inside and then called 911. Our colleagues from the police went to the scene and confirmed what the witness reported. They secured the area, and the forensic scientists have been working there since this morning. According to the preliminary information, the victim was shot with a gun. It also came to our attention that a couple of years back this address was linked to another case, a fire that caused the death of a married couple and the sudden disappearance of their daughter. The case was highly publicized for a while, but then suddenly all grew quiet and died out. That's why Antares was asked to help with this case. Maybe the murder is somehow linked to the fire and the disappearance of the girl. Investigating team, please deliver a report in 2 days.
Okay, so pretty much. Wait, why is there a Discord emote? What you talking about? What you talking about? Why is there a Discord? Talking about the one that you put in there? Because I thought, because I wanted a cheese emote. It was a good emote. Good emote, my dude. Where's the lamb sauce? Okay. So, pretty much what this beginning thing states that there was a gun shooting at this at 602 Dawson Street, where John Smitty was walking by and noticed the door open. He found a woman's body that had gotten shot and got killed. What? Adam, what's up? No, what? In the bottom left, there's a PayPay. Yeah, that's my markers. That's my markers for what time we're at. So I got a PayPay, I got my face, and I got a police car. Those are for marking points on the board, because we're on day 1 and we're 9 a.m. in the morning. Well, we are setting up to decide what we're gonna do. I said what? I said what, man? I see the Keo. I said what? Yeah, it was easier for me to find just to use my emote pictures. Yeah, and I said what? Oh, are you just saying Keo? Okay, I'll let you say that. So pretty much the objective of the game is well, you're the detectives. We gotta figure out what leads we can go, what leads we should go down that'll help, that could possibly help us find who the killer is. So the stuff that we know right now is that a woman got shot. She's dead up on 602 Dawson Street, and John Smitty called 911. What you talking about? What you talking about? I don't think we can all agree on that one. So, as of right now, man, you keep saying your mom is a suspect. My mom cannot be a suspect. I assure you, she cannot be a suspect. 100% sure. I gotta shift over here. I'm cutting myself off. So, currently, as of right now, we have these 4 leads. We can interrogate John Smitty. We can go to the crime scene. We can go check out the autopsy report. But red is sus. But who's red? No one has a specific color in this game. But you can check out the autopsy, or you can talk to the forensic team at the lab to figure out if they found any hairs or anything like that. So pretty much at this point, you would choose a lead. Will you be forever alone? That would probably be more of your choice. If you want to be alone, second option, woof. Well, okay, back to the game. So pretty much, depending on what lead you decide, will affect how long it takes per day. And the further away you have to go, like if you're gonna do stuff at the HQ, because each one of these places has a label in which you'd have to go to, whether it be field work, the lab, Richmond PD, or the courthouse. You automatically start out at the headquarters. So going to field work usually takes 2 to 3 hours of the day. Lab can take up to 4 hours of the day. So choosing wisely on what lead you want to go down will greatly depend on what you choose. If you choose lab, you're going to be losing most of your day because you only have a finite amount of time. So, we can learn a little more of that, but which lead do we want to go down? Which lead do you think might be the most advantageous for this case? Our murder case in a suburban neighborhood. Do we want to interrogate the one who called 911? 4 hours. No, all hours are done by the cards. All time is dedicated to the cards. They'll tell you how much. So which lead do we want to follow? The interrogation of the person who called 911, the inspecting the house, looking at the autopsy report, or talking to the forensic people. Checking out the scene and interrogating may take less will take less time than the lab or the courthouse. Investigate who called 911. So that means we're gonna go ahead. Our first lead will be to interrogate John Smitty. So at this point, I will look through these cards that are right over to my right, and I'll scroll down to 601. So here we go, 601. This is our field work. Hey, don't be saying stuff like that. Don't be saying stuff like that. So there's a lot of flavor text here, but pretty much we call in the guy. A couple minutes pass and the door opens, letting in a cold February air. Young man wearing a Batman sweater looks around with a somber face. A moment later, he moves towards you. He hesitantly slides the chair out, sits down, and mutters a faint "morning." You get straight to the point. Why? We asked the John Smitty, why did you go to the house? He looks out the window and says nothing. So, if you tell me not to do something, I will. Man, do you want to get muted? I can mute you. Then you won't be able to say anything. All right. And then we continue to question him. Why did you go to the house? We persist. Why? What were you looking for? Did you kill her? And then the guy says, "No, it's not like that." He finally says, "I'm not a murderer." Then we're like, then what happened here? And then now we scroll down to 601 questioning. So this is our questioning of him. I think that's it. At 601, questioning about his contact. Oh wait, no, okay. Questioning 601. Okay. So we gotta go. Where's our signature? No, database. Questioning. Okay, this is our questioning of John Smitty. If you could, if you look directly up here, you could tell. You can you'll be able to see what he's saying. Hopefully you guys can read this. Okay, interrogation of John Smitty. You look at John expectantly. Okay, you can sometimes get some stuff. You can get some stuff in this place. Medium stress level. I went there to see who was around. High stress level. So the stress level states that whether he is showing signs of being nervous or fidgety. Lower stress level means that he's kind of just hanging out and it's not really messing with them too much. But you're welcome to read along too. I'm gonna go ahead and read this out loud. Wait, are you still there? It says I dropped down to one viewer. What? What's up? Play GTA 5. Why? I'm playing this. I don't have GTA 5 on the PC. Oh yeah, my Streamlabs went patooey. Okay, so yeah, he was like, okay, you can sometimes get stuff in this place, medium stress level. I went there to see who was around. When then I found a dead girl. What exactly did you find? She was lying on the floor in a pool of blood, twisted in a strange way. Large stress level. There were overturned furniture around here. You could see there had been an altercation. Oh no, low stress level. That's not large. It's low stress level. So he's not really fidgety right now. He's telling a story. I took off real fast. Low stress level. Later it dawned on me that someone might have seen me. Medium stress level. Besides my fingerprints are there. Low stress level. I turned myself in to anticipate any questions as a witness and not a murderer. How did you get in? We say, how do you get inside? Normally, I go through back doors. They haven't been locked for years. Did you know the victim? John looks at his hands for a while. A trace of sadness passes across his face. You will check it anyway. Yes, I knew Susan. When she moved in, we went out for a while. Low stress level. She was interrogated when I got busted for possession. Low stress level. But she was clean. She seemed like a good girl, but she later broke up with me when she started becoming interested in Richards, the basketball player. Medium stress level. I didn't keep in touch with her after that. Low stress level. And now she's dead. Medium stress level. Could someone have been there before you? Well, you could meet various people there. Medium stress level. As I said, sometimes you could get some stuff there. So so as of right now, we got further leads. Check out the case on John's arrest and learning more about Tom Richards. And this right here is Tom Richards. Identified mark, a small scar on his forehead, tattoo on his arm, and lets him know that he's interrogated as a witness regarding the firehouse at the 602 Dawn Street. So he was interrogated as a witness at the house that had burned down. Weighs 200 pounds, no connection. Melissa Richard. So he has a wife. This is Melissa Richard. Attractive lady. Hold up. Interrogated as another witness at the fire. Well, yeah, I don't care about the guy. I don't care about the guy. But okay, so some of the stuff we have right now is so from what John Smitty said, he seems to be a thief, because he says he talks about there's a lot of stuff in the place that he was trying to hit, trying to steal money from. And he also knew the girl, according to what towards the end. The other thing that says in there is that Susan also stopped really talking to him when she met the basketball player. But see, there's a weird thing there. What's do you see anything weird about the fact that Susan was going out with Tom Richards, the basketball player, who has a wife, Melissa Richards? ABCD. Man, what is going on? Man, Adam's treading a thin line. So as of this point, it looks like we've unlocked more leads. We can possibly talk to Tom Richards. Richards being sus. But we can also interrogate his wife. Oh yeah. What also happened too is one of the things we gotta worry about is time wise. We moved our car to field work, which takes an hour to get to where we need to go. And then another 2 hours I've passed by doing the interrogation. So we're halfway through our day right now. So we gotta choose wisely. But yes, so we have these extra things right here of interrogating Melissa Richards and checking out the files on the firehouse, or the house that caught on fire. Or we can work on interrogating Tom Richards. I'm a simp. Hey, I ain't simping for nobody here. But yeah, more information on the house fire, and then more interrogation of Richards. And interrogation of witness regarding the firehouse. All right. Now, one of the cool things we can do if we want is we can dig deeper. It's one of the special things you can do in this game. Investigate Melissa. All right. Let me go through the choices we got. What's up, Starbolt? What's up? She might be thick. All right. That's on the table right now. I'm gonna go ahead and state the things we can do, because this is something we gotta decide to do before we leave. What's going on? We're playing a board game called Detective, in which we're trying to figure out a murder mystery. So the information that we have right now is that there was a murder in a suburban town, in which a thief found a dead woman who had died from a gunshot wound. As of right now, we figured out that the thief, I think his name is John Smitty. Knew the woman, but was pretty low stress on when he was telling his accounts. So it didn't seem like he was lying. But he also was he was also at a previous time going out with Susan until she stopped going out with him to go out with self-report. No, well, it's only a self-report when you did it. But we don't know if Smitty did it. According to his testimony, or not his testimony, but his interrogation, he seems he doesn't seem super, like, to me, he doesn't seem super sketchy. But listen to the rest of the information we got. So Tom Richards is the basketball player that Susan dumped John Smitty for. This is Tom Richards. Looks kind of like a douche. But one of the discerning things is that Mr. Richards has a wife, Melissa Richards. So with all the information we got so far is that Susan, the person that's dead, well, wouldn't Among Us be any type of murder mystery? Because except the murderer just keeps killing. This one, the murderer kills, and then that's it. So now, as of right now, we're trying to figure out what exactly we want to do. One of the things we can do is before we leave this area, we could question. We got these two tokens. These two tokens. See how they have that little question, the question symbol on it? We have two of these, which means we can use one of these to question him about his contacts. He might have a little more information about somebody we could talk to in that neighborhood. If we decide to use one of these, we have two of them, so we might need these for later, but it might be a good idea that we get a little more information about his contacts in the neighborhood. Man, she's going away. She's going away. We're going back to Smitty. We're on Smitty right now. So what are we thinking? What are we thinking? Extra information could definitely help because we haven't went to the crime scene yet. All we've done was we immediately talked to John Smitty because he was the one that called 911. And we know he's a thief. We knew he was trying to steal, but the door was open, so we walked in through the front door. We know that he had a relationship with the woman that was dead, but the woman dumped him for the basketball player who has a wife. What was he trying to steal? I believe that is a kind of a moot point. He just says stuff. No extra. So we just know that he was interested in stuff. So that's the thing. We have already interrogated him. So we know what his, but we need to get the whole picture. We need to get the whole picture. So, but the thing is once we decide not to do this little thing right here, we can't go back to it. We can't ever go back to it. So once we let Smitty go, that's it. We won't ever get any information about his contacts. So, what do you guys decide? What do you guys want to do? Do we want to go ahead and let him go? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Let's just say that he's trying to steal his underwear, her underwear, and that's just what he was doing. But too bad she's dead. But that's besides the point. Right now, we need to figure out if we want to question him about his contact. Because if not, we're going to send him on his way. So what are you guys thinking? Do we want to learn the contacts? Or send him on his way? I'm listening. I got my tie loosened up. I got my glasses. I got my glasses set to the side. Just so you know, he dipped out after he saw the dead body, so he has no underwear. He has no underwear now. If he was going in there for underwear, he did not get any. He could have went through the front to talk to a now dead lady. That's a possibility. But like I said, his main intentions was to possibly steal. steal something. Learn his contacts. The theft could have been an alibi. You don't know. You don't know. We don't know. So, Goblin's leaning on learning his contacts. We have two of these. We have two of these, and we have a wild card. So just in case we need another one, we can use the wild card to get another one. So, do you wanna see? Because as of right now, he could possibly be like our mole. Give us a little inside. Our good guy that we could use. They're trying to steal online. Say you were watching porn is an alibi. Well, you could. But like I said, all the information we got is pretty much what I told you. He went to go steal. He was looking to steal from the house. Door was open. He walked in, found a dead girl, dipped out, and let us know that he had a relationship with the girl, and the girl dumped him for the basketball player. That's all he gave us. We just we needed to know whether we want to use this token to learn his contacts. Like I said, we haven't been to the area yet. Maybe knowing his contacts would give us a little more insight on what happened in the neighborhood. Or it could be a red herring, and he'll say he doesn't know any contacts. You don't know. Or he could give you a contact that doesn't know anything. But we got one. Starbolt, what do you think? Yes or no? Yes or no on this little doodad? I believe Gobs sided with he said learn her contacts. It's a guy, but I take that as Gobs wants to learn to contact. Okay. All right, so we'll use this token. I'll set it off to the side. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and flip this bad boy over, and we're going to see if he has any extra stuff. All right, here we go. All right. Okay, Johnny. It's clear you're not telling the truth. You know exactly who you were going to meet there. Your dealer, right? John fidgets in his chair, and he explains slowly. I sometimes meet various people here. The MSL, LSL, and the HSL, those are all stress levels. So MSL is medium stress level, L is low stress level, and H is high stress level. High stress level is usually indicates possible lying, fidgeting, and all that jazz. So here we go. I sometimes meet various people there. They're usually all right if you're not up to something. Sometimes I took some stuff from them, but it was no big deal. Only for private use, for recreation. Huh, panties. But I'd rather they don't know I'm talking about it, because still, you know, I wouldn't trust them with everything. Okay, we can agree that your name will not come up in that in any way if you give us some contact information on these guys. I feel like I'm going to regret this. But I'm here to cooperate with you, right? You smile. We smile crookedly. Smitty is a young guy, and he clearly doesn't know he's in for more serious problems. They were from the Johannesons. You mean Steve Johannesson? Right. He is known to the police. Yeah, they usually walk around the neighborhood and deal with people who've got the dough and don't cause problems. Okay, thanks, Johnny. We'll be in touch. Don't leave town and keep a low profile. Who knows where the Johannessons has his moles? You are satisfied to see that Smitty turns pale and gulps. What if he have Johnny Sin contact? What? Okay. Okay. So we've learned some new things. Supposedly, according to him, most of the time he was talking, he was pretty low on the stress level. So it usually indicates possible truth telling. So he speaks of the Johanssons. I can't say this name. Johansen. I'll just call him Johansson. But we got both sides. All right, so we can come back to this one if we need to. So we have further leads now. Further leads. We can bring Steve Johansson, the drug dealer, in for interrogation, and we can check Johansson's personal file, which we might as well. Might as well take a look at his personal file. Name: Steve Johansson. I cannot do that one. That one is a cannot be seen and fully copyrighted song. It forces me to delete parts of my VOD. Only stress is from various people. Usually means just one. Will do. I can do that. Let me get. All right, so here goes Steve Johansson's. Looking kind of shady. We can add his fingerprint. We now have Steve Johansson's fingerprints. Criminal record: arrested for possession of drug, fined and released. Arrested for manufacturing drugs, sentenced to 2 years in prison. So this is the guy's contact. Long scar on his right thigh. We also have his blood type, and we also have his fingerprints. So that's good to know. It's good to know. We'll have junk on that guy. Can't redeem a video. Yeah, currently while I'm playing this, I'm gonna go ahead and I took off the video. So because I want to concentrate on this right now. I don't want to try jumping around too much. Okay, so as of right now, it looks like some of our further leads is bringing Steve Johansson into chat. We can bring him in for interrogation. We can bring in Melissa Richards or Tom Richards, or we can go take a look at how long to redeem song cooldown. Actually, I don't know what the cooldown time is. Well, you'll see right now. 3 minutes. You have to wait just a little bit. So, some of the other things. So as of right now, we can interrogate one of those three. We can possibly interrogate one of those three people, or we can go check out the crime scene, or we can check out the autopsy report, or the forensic science. So those are the few things we have access to right now. Is checking out the crime scene, autopsy report, forensic science, or interrogating one of those three people: the drug dealer, the basketball player, or his wife. We're currently, where's their gun scene? I don't know. Right now we're already in field work. We could take a look at the crime scene. We haven't looked at the crime scene yet. You guys wanna take a gander at the crime scene? Or well, as of right now, we know the woman got shot. We know the woman got shot. So, and plus, we're also in field work already. If we decide to do the autopsy, we have to go to the courthouse, which will take another hour. Because as we change spot areas, we have to we have to spend another hour. If we do crime scene, we're already in field work, so we won't lose an additional hour. Hey, you never know. We may find the weapon. We may find the weapon. We may not. We don't know. We just have to check out the crime scene. Shot where? Our understanding is he shot and she died. We don't know exactly where yet. But like I said, each time you move to a different location, you eat up an hour of your time. And currently, all we have is about 4 hours left on this track. You see where the Pepe face is? We're in the middle right here. And we don't want to go down to this red, because if we go down to the red, if we go into the red 3 times, we lose, or we don't lose. We go immediately to the final thing, which we don't know anything, so that would be bad. I don't know. I'm with Starbolt. Starbolt. I'm thinking checking out the house. But see, the thing is, if we go to the courthouse, move to Russia in only an hour. Sadly, Russia is not on this little board right here, so sadly we cannot drive to Russia in an hour. But I think the house would be our best bet. It's one of the base leads. We don't have to go anywhere, and I think this might be a good idea. We could probably check the autopsy tomorrow, because we have 2 more days. So, do you guys agree? If you guys want to go to the autopsy, we'll go to the autopsy. No. I don't think so. The autopsy will only have the dead body. Well, it's the autopsy report. You'll get a piece of paper that states what happened, and that's pretty much it. If we want to know about fingerprints and stuff, you might want to go the forensic. Sad gob noises. She was shot. She died. But there may be significantly more clues in that house. Crime scene? I think that'd probably be our best bet. I think heading to the crime scene would be our best bet. So right now, the crime scene is 6:02 field work, which means we don't have to move, so we don't lose an hour. I just roll this bad boy down. Has it been 3 minutes? All right. So with this field work thing, it takes 2 hours. So we still got 2 more hours in the day. So we pull up to 602 Dawson Street, and the garden is neglected, and the house itself is small, rather atypical for affluent neighborhood. You can see that one of the windows is heavily charred. This must be because of the fire Roland mentioned in front of the house. And you head into the and the head of a forensic scientist department is wiping his shoe on the grass. He clearly stepped in something. He waves hello to you. I have some time for the crime scene inspection, but be careful. Okay. Flip it over. Okay. There we go. What? This is what we find. You still can't. That's weird. All right. Here, let's go ahead and go through this. Okay, you go inside and past the spot where the body was lying. There's a bloody pool and an outline of a figure. The floor is half burnt near the fireplace. A chair has been overturned and a table has been moved. A half unpacked suitcase is lying on the table. Some of the clothes have been placed on a nearby sofa. You put on your gloves and go through the pile. Jeans, 2 sweaters, some t-shirts. There's still a baggage tag on the suitcase. The girl came here on a bus from Michigan 3 days ago. You go from one room to another, waiting for something to catch your eye. Nothing. Upstairs on the dresser, there's a photo of a girl who appears to be her grandmother. At first glance, you might think that it's a boys' room because of all the Cleveland Cavaliers posters hanging on the wall. Granny Jad Wigga. Dang. Okay, so sadly, not much. Not much. We do know that there was most likely a struggle in there. It seems baggage with a tag on it. Girl came here on bus from Michigan 3 days ago. A lot of interesting things going on in here. So chair has been overturned. A table has been moved. A half unpacked suitcase is lying on the table. Some of the clothes have been placed on the nearby sofa. So it looks like she was unpacking. And now we see, I'm assuming that's the girl, the brunette, and her grandmother. With a weird name. Murder to come in. Shot, then leave. Probably an argument before the incident. That's a distinct possibility. That's a distinct possibility. In and out. That would make sense why the door was left open. Okay. Well, we got some more leads. Oh, this is 602. So, as of right now, we have further leads. None heard the gunshot. We don't know. We don't know. Okay, we got, if you look a little further down at the bottom, we can tell that we got some leads. Check the police files from the fire, which I don't know why we keep going towards the fire. That's probably just extra information. But it keeps showing up. Look around the neighborhood and determine which neighbors to question. That's an interesting one. Another field work. We got 2 hours in a day. Field work usually takes roughly 2 hours. So we might have enough time to run that. I don't know if we'll have enough time to do anything else. I don't think Doki Doki Forever is copyrighted. Doki Doki Forever. See me do. Oh Lord. Oh Lord. Well, I do apologize. I just kind of assumed. I kind of assumed it was a gunshot due to just like person being dead. I am completely wrong. It's just a dead person. So we don't know. That'll be something we probably do on the next day. We need to check out that autopsy report. Shotted by a yeah, no, that usually doesn't kill people. Well, okay, we've checked out the house. We know there's a scuffle. We know the woman died. It sure did just get harder. Well, the next thing we can do is probably the one and only thing we can do, because field work usually takes 2 hours. Interrogation, I think, might require us. Oh no, we could do with some interrogating. Let me see what some of these some of these interrogatings will require us to bring people into the headquarters, so we won't be able to do that. Okay, yeah, that would kill somebody. I agree with that. I agree with that. So as of right now, from what I see, I think scouting out the neighborhood might be the best bet for us. Because with the time frame, we got 2 hours left. If we go anywhere else, we're not going to be able to do anything. Oh jeez. Oh jeez. Oh. So yeah. So as of right now, we kind of can't really do too much other than just this, just the field thingy. Reading is gay. I can't read. It's a lot of. No, I don't think he did. We'll go back into the interrogation data. She was lying on the floor in a pool of blood twisted in a strange way. And then he took off. You playing Doki Doki after this? Depends on how long this takes to play. Usually this takes about 2 hours. So John Smitty only saw her dead on the ground, all twisted up, and then dipped out. So that's all it says. That's all it says. Just in a strange, looks like the overturned furniture, twisted in a strange way. A lot of interesting things, but we can only tell by the autopsy. All right, I gotta put my mic right here, so I stop going over here. We can only tell by the autopsy, but we'll check the autopsy on the next day. We got 2 hours left. I would probably say look around the neighborhood to determine which neighbor to question. Since we're here, that's a possibility. She may have fell, hit her head on something. We don't know. It's all speculation because we don't have the body. Venus. So what do you think? We only have 2 hours. Doing a field work should look around. Don't think the autopsy was important because I thought we already knew how she died. Yeah, my brain put the gunshot in there. I was wrong. But we could still do the autopsy tomorrow. We have 2 more days. But we can't do the autopsy. Not on this day. We have to wait for this day to finish, and then we'll go to the next day. But we have 2 hours in this day, and it's not enough to go check the autopsy. So, Jamoma says look around. Look around the neighborhood. Seems like a good idea. Mainly because we can't really do anything else. Hey man, just don't harass me, and I'm drinking my Mountain Dew. Okay, all right. It looks like we're gonna go ahead as our final thing today is we're gonna go take a look around the neighborhood. 622. 620. Then over there. Go down to 62. Oh shoot, that took an hour. I will agree with that. What? What? You? This is some good Mountain Dew. Okay. Here we go. We got a new card. Okay, at the house, 602 Dawson Street, has a view looking upon several neighboring houses. You log into the system and gather information about the neighbors, and Terry's system quickly gives you a basic plan of the neighborhood. So, this is our this is what we got. This is what we got right here. This is our plan of the neighborhood. 602 is right here. Conversation with the neighbors at 605. Conversation with the neighbors at 607. Or conversation with the neighbors in 609. So 605, 607, and 609. This is true. I have no Pepsi in here. Just Mountain Dew. Isn't Mountain Dew part of Pepsi though? There's Ball on there. Coke 69 sugar. Hey man. 0 sugar. Although this is flipped, so you can't read it. I had to flip my video. Pepsi is cringe. Except blue Pepsi. Why blue Pepsi? Who is in 605? Oh wait. We don't know. It's all field work. So okay, as of right now, guys, 602 is the murder location. This is where the murder located. We have 3 houses to possibly talk to. The one that's directly across. The one that's directly across whatever. I'm assuming that's the street. The one that's next door to him, or the one that's at a diagonal. So we could choose one of these places to talk to somebody. So which one are we thinking? 605, 609, and 607. Jomoma says 605. Makes sense. It's directly across. So if they were standing at their doorway, they could see somebody. So it looks like these dotted lines here are fences, I assume. If not fences, then 605 or 607. Oh, this is what this game does. This is what this game does. But you just got to keep going. You got to keep going. This is also a game where it's very good to write information down. But if there's extra information you need to know, I will try. Other than the gunshot thing, which was completely my bad, I can give you the extra information.
Oh, I have all my fingers. The knife goes chop, chop, chop. If
Have
I
you
miss
been
the
writing them?
spaces in between my
I've been writing
fingers
down the
will come
cards
off.
that we
And if I
have
hit
open
my
over here.
fingers, the blood will soon come out.
And I already
But
know.
all the same,
I've
I
already
play
played
this
this.
game 'cause that's what it's all about. Oh, chop, 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 chop. I'm picking up
I don't
the
remember
speed.
how. I don't
And
know.
if I hit
I
my
don't remember how we
fingers, then my
got to
hand will start to
the
bleed.
ending, but I know. Just so you know, he did not actually stab himself with that. It was a fake hand. So the screaming was fake. But most of the information that we've came across right now is also inside the blue screen above us if we need to recap. And I've been keeping track of the cards that we've done. Yeah, I watched it too. But as of right now, where are we thinking? Where are we thinking on the houses? So remember, 602, I guess I should be looking over here, but kind of can't, but 602 over here is where the death happened. 605 is across the street. 607 is I vote across. Okay, so that is 2. Jamoma, what do you think? It's 605? 605 seems like a decent answer. But 607 could but see, the thing is, 607 has view on the backyard. 609 is the furthest away from this. So if we look at this, 607 could have views on the backyard. 605 has views on the front yard. It looks like there's like a walking path in the back end. I guess these might be property lines. So there's there looks to be a walking path in the back of all of these. Along with the street in front. Choose 609. Okay. Let's go. Let's go back over to it. We got his testimony right now. Okay. You can sometimes get some stuff from this place. I went there to see who was around, then I found a dead girl. But we'll go back to his original testimony right here. Sometimes I met various people there. They are usually all right. If you're not up to something I took a big deal. I can agree that your name can regret. Smitty, you long guy. Okay, that tell me more. That didn't necessarily give us any more extra information that we wanted. 6-9. Let's see. He says from what I recall, I thought he said something about it usually comes in from the back. Sometimes stuff. Found a dead girl. See, okay, yeah, see, I normally go through the back doors. They haven't been locked for years. So with the information that we have, there's a possibility he just happened to go through the front door today, but he usually goes through the back door. And they've been unlocked for years. This is interesting. This is interesting. So, so as of right now, from what it sounds like, 605 or 607 would be probably our best bet. 609, I'm sorry, goblins, is not necessarily the best choice that as of right now looks like. It's just too far away. So 605 or 607. Pardon. $609. Remember, man, we're 607 might be better. 607 has eyes to the front and back. If somebody was in front of their house, they could see the front. If somebody was in the back of their house, they could see in the back. Also next door, if they heard anything, they'd be closer. Gobs, 69 is the best choice for you because it has 69 in it. That right there isn't the most intellectual choice to choose, though. So Starbolt, what do you think? What do you think? We got one choice. Jamumba's thinking 607 now. Goblins is sticking with the 609. So Starbolt, what do you think? What do you think? Do you want to try to stick with the one across? Do you want to 607 for logic, 609 for lulz? Okay. Well, we're going to go with logic today because we're detectives. We're detectives. Logic. So 622. All right, we're going to go at 607. Cuz you're going for the lulz. You're going for the memes. You're going for the memes. Memes are one thing, but if we go for the memes, we won't be able to figure out who killed the girl. All right, that ends our day. Full control in the next one. Okay, goblins. Okay, goblins. Just for this, since Jamumba wills it, you will have full choice on the next one. On the next one, you have full choice. Okay. Let me get this properly set up. This is perfect because it took an hour, so we haven't gone over. Okay. The house at 607 Dawn Street is neat and tidy. Unfortunately, there's no one home when you arrive. You get the phone number of Robert Docks, the homeowner, and Antares contacts him over the phone. You get to chatting with him and learn that he and his wife work at City Hall. They leave for work at 7 a.m. And on their way, drive their son Patrick to school. They would not have heard shots or even seen anyone. Oh, so there might have been shots. The house has been unoccupied, ruined ever since the fire, and unfortunately, no one has bought it yet, so it stands abandoned. Sometimes you can see some suspicious guys here. My son Patrick saw someone enter the house through the back door a couple times. We reported to police, but no one was interested. We had the impression that somebody had been around again in recent days, but we just told Patrick to stay away from the fence between the houses. The Docks... Oh, wait. We flipped this over. 6 or 7? Okay. The Docks have been living there since 1991. A couple years back, on a tragic day of the fire, they were at the stadium. Their neighbor, Miss Richards, got them tickets to the game. They stated that, unfortunately, her husband did not play the in the game because of an injury. Docs was relieved that the fire brigade came quickly to stop the danger of the fire had spread. If the fire had spread, who knows what would have happened. Unfortunate. Yes, there's 2 cats behind me. Okay. Well, that's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. Miss Richards. Well, we did get a new lead, though. We did get a new lead. Miss Richards. So, right here, we got a new lead. Okay, so it wasn't all loss. It wasn't an all loss. So we do know someone goes inside the back doors. That is most likely John Smitty. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. It's us. Yeah, we're a ramshackle group of dude bros. Okay, so okay, there we can take 3 stresses before we lose. So we could talk to one more house. We could talk to one more house. So these are our 3 stresses. I'll cross them out. It's supposed to be an S. I'll cross them out as we use them. But we know that these ones will most likely take an hour since we're already there. Use 1 stress a day, so use it. Okay. Well, Gobs, do we want to take a look at 609? Do we want to take a look at 609? We got 2 more days, yes. No, my camera is flipped. So that's why everything looks like weird S's. But don't let that be his choice. Ah! Okay. All right, we're going to 609. Here's hoping we don't get any more. Well, what do you know? I believe 609 is 622 was the one we're at. 622, let me make it 609. Got 609 field work. 609. You know what's funny? You know what's funny? Guess whose house this is? Guess whose freaking house this is? It's freaking Melissa Richards' house. It's the neighbor. Well, there we go. All right, let's read this out. The Boone family lives at 609. The Boone family lives at 609 Donfield Street. Despite the fact that the weather is rather discouraging, Miss Boone is working in the front of the house. May I have a moment of your time, ma'am? I already talked to the police. I didn't hear the gunshots. So it was gunshots. I know nothing. I don't know the people who live there. I moved in here 2 years ago. I already told you everything I know. I know nothing. And on the February 12th, did you see anything strange or unusual? Like, no, nothing. I told you. It was a day like any other. Unless you think it's strange that the crazy lady Melissa Richards started jogging again. She says, shaking her head. I met her in the morning along my route as I was going back. She was completely out of breath. she creates the image of healthy type fit and all, but she was totally red in the face, crazy. That's all. What do you mean crazy? I mean that she's crazy. I'm telling you. My brother-in-law recognized her when she was doing some tests. He works at the Metro Health in the psychiatric ward. Crazy, I'm telling you. Ooh lordy. Ooh lordy. 09. So we're gonna get some extra information on Melissa Richards real quick. Melissa. That's too many S's. Melissa Richards. Oops. Oh, it's Melissa Richards. Oh yeah, no, we already got this. We already got information on Melissa Richards. Miss Richards be sus. That's Cap. So according to the Boone family, Mrs. Boone. Oh shoot, no, this wasn't. Wait, hold up. No. This wasn't. The lead on Miss Richards was something different, I guess. No, this is Boone. This is a different one. This is a different thing. I thought this was Richards that we were talking to. No, this is Miss Boone. This is somebody else. She saw Mrs. Richards. Ah, okay. Here we go. So what's happening right now is that the house that we first looked at, Miss Richards had given them some tickets to go to the game. And then we talked to them, and the Mrs. Boone had seen Richards jogging, but she was super out of breath. So we got some more things. Visit Metro Health. Okay, I'll go ahead and read it again. I already talked to the place. Blah 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 blah. Let's see. Unless you think it's strange that a crazy lady, Melissa Richards, started jogging again, she says, shaking her head. I met her in the morning along my route as I was going back. She was completely out of breath. She creates the image of a healthy type fit and all, but she was totally red in the face, crazy. That's all. What do you mean crazy? I mean she's crazy. I'm telling you, my brother-in-law recognized her when she was doing some tests. He works at the Metro Health in the psychiatric ward. Struggle, jogging, out of breath. Yep, those are some of our key words right there. Okay, so that would put us at one extra stress for the day. X that out. We got 2 more stress, and this is gonna end our day. So we're on day 2 now, and we got a fresh start. So let's take a look at some of the leads that we have. Turns out the memes get you the answers. Okay, so we have another lead on the interrogation of Melissa Richards. We can interrogate her. Can you please turn it down a tick? All right. Gobs is the Oracle. Hey man, you're pretty good. Okay, okay. Okay, we're at a start of a new day. Start a new day, guys. Here we go. Okay, we have a couple leads. Up above us, there's the interrogation of Melissa Richards. It's field work, so it'd force us to leave the HQ. Let's see. There is the interrogation of Tom Richards, the basketball player. That could be done at the headquarters, so we don't actually have to leave. Brass is a little loud. They keep saying gunshot over and over again. They keep saying gunshot, so I'm assuming there was a gunshot. So, so we have we also have visiting the Metro Health about Miss Richards at 619. But keep in mind they're less likely at normal things. They're less likely to give away a lot of stuff due to the doctor like thingy. We have our base leads. We still have the autopsy, and the forensic scientist, or the forensic science. So forensic scientist, the lab is going to take a while, probably 4 hours. And then there's the autopsy report, which could take roughly 3 to 4 hours.
Wonderful.
Hey, Captain! What's up? Thanks for the follow! Dude, if someone was running around with a pike in a freaking neighborhood, I think they would see him. I think they would see him if someone was running around with a giant pike. For some reason, no one heard anything. I don't know. I don't know why. But I believe those are some of our leads that we have. Oh yeah, the drug dealer. We can interrogate the drug dealer. Oh, that was 602. Drug dealer. 12. Head. Invisible pike by invisible man riding an invisible car. Shoot, man. I agree with Jum here. Autopsy. Okay, let's go ahead and make our way to the autopsy. I believe the autopsy report is courthouse 603. So we go over to the courthouse. We use up an hour to drive over to the courthouse, and we're going to 603. Okay, 603. This takes 2 hours. Not a very long thing. That's pretty awesome. 1, 2. Okay. The coroner report is to be transferred to the police and the intelligence agency in a few hours. But if you put some effort into it, you might get it earlier. At least the preliminary version. All you need to do is try. You reach the courthouse, go through the gate and all that jazz. You enter the cold steel gray space. Pine has just finished printing the first version of the report. He hands you the file, but the expression on his face says nothing interesting here. More will be known in further tests, but it will take time. You sit in a chair and open up the document. So we're going to take a look. We're going to go ahead and go to the Antares, and we're going to look at file 603. I'm glad. I'm actually very glad. Like this game was fun when I first played it, but I played it like 3 or 4 years ago. Okay, here we go. Here we go. We're learning of the autopsy report of this lady. Preliminary report of the autopsy. The victim is a white female, aged 25 to 30. A slight body build, height 5'5", natural hair, natural red, dyed dark blonde, eyes blue. Cause of death is injury of the cardiac muscle as a result of a gunshot. So 100% gunshot to the heart. She got shot in the heart. The shot was made at close range, leaving clear traces of gunpowder on the victim's body and clothes. The death was instant. There are multiple signs of struggle, scratches, and torn hair on the body. Skin traces found beneath the fingernails of the victim. Time of death was February 12th between 8 a.m. and 9 a.m. Okay, look, this is one of the cool things. We have the victim's fingerprints, and we have the evidence underneath the victim's fingernails. So we're gonna have the fingerprints of was it Susan Novak? Susan Novak, that's her name. And then we're also gonna get the DNA from whoever it is. So now we have full DNA. Okay, we'll be here for a little while. So yeah, as of right now, DNA is the murderer. The skin underneath this Susan Novak's nails are the most sus is the lady. That's what it currently sounds like. So now we have extra information on Susan Novak. This is Susan Novak. We kind of figured out add to match. We'll add her to the oh wait, we already have her fingerprints. All right. So this is Susan Novak. Arrested for possession of drugs. Arrest file available at courthouse. Okay. So no real information. Information. We could look at her arrest file. So, courthouse, which we're already at. Arrest files, and the arrest files of Susan Novak. So that's what we have right there. Let's see. Let's go back to Tom Richards because there's another thing. Okay, police station headquarters. Those files. Okay, so here we are. We are now back at square one. We got more information. But where do we go from here? We have learned that it was a 100% a gunshot at close range. We have the DNA of somebody. We have the DNA of somebody. If the sample doesn't match the lady, we could probably check on the thief. That is a possibility. So what? As of right now, if we want, can we talk to the woman again? We actually haven't talked to Melissa Richards at all. We haven't talked to her, so we could go over to we could take a drive into field work, go find her, and give her a good old talking to. Or another thing we could also do is interrogate. It's a possibility. Some scratches. It seems like there would be some scratches. So, are we looking to interrogate her? That is definitely something we could do. I think do. Okay, okay. Star, what do you think? Agree? Agree? Read out the lyrics. What lyrics? I ain't got no lyrics. All right, let's go. We're okay. So to interrogate Melissa Richards, we have to go to field work. That takes up an hour. So we're now at midday, and now we're gonna go 616 Melissa Richards. Ooh, ooh, ooh! Look at that! Look at that extra questioning. Look at that extra. Ask if they have a gun in the house. But let's go through this. This only takes an hour. We are interrogating. We're interrogating. That's the right one, right? Yeah, 160. We're interrogating Melissa Richards. I posted in Discord. No. Nope. But, okay, let's go through this. The house at 616 Don Street is a large, tidy, and makes a very good impression. When you walk up to the door, you hear a dog barking. You knock. The door is opened by a middle-aged woman wearing a sporty outfit. Next to her, a small dog bares its teeth. Ugh, small dogs. You explain that you are here to ask her a couple questions related to the murder in the house next door. According to the information we received, you were not at home at the time of the murder. You start with the conversation while looking at the report you got from the police. After my husband left for work at the arena, I went for a run. I was back home after 9. So you didn't hear the shots? No. You didn't notice anything suspicious in the morning? No. It was a day like any other day. Do you run alone? Did you see any? Did anyone see you to confirm this? I ran over there behind the. Behind the house. She points at. To the back. We have a lot of space there. Just fields, wildlife, mud, and snow. Come and see for yourself. She says, going to the window and moving the next curtain. Actually, on that day, I bet Betty Boone from 609. She can confirm this. Does all this mean that I'm a suspect? You don't have to worry. We're just checking all the residents. Thank you for your cooperation. If you remember anything else, please contact me. You say as you hand her your business card. Here we go. Oh yeah, you can't. Well, you can see it. It's right there. Okay, time wise. Let's see. Let's go back to the beginning, and see if we could get a time frame. So we're at 8 a.m. right now. Well, no, we're a day past, but this is when we got the information. Was at 8 a.m. So with the information she gave us, she was running early in the morning and was back by 9. So the death had to have been around 7 to 8. 7 or 8. We don't have any extra information from the autopsy report, I don't think. Let's take a look at the autopsy report again. Usually they would state a time of death, but I don't know if it did. On 6:03. Oh, shoot. Oh, yeah. No, I read that one. Okay. Oh, shoot. We have extra information. You look close to the file and look at Pine. Oh no, shoot, no, we didn't. Oh shoot, we forgot to do that. We forgot to discuss the report with Pine. Uh-oh. That was the extra thing we could have done. So we missed out on that, which is unfortunate. But did not state anything extra there. And we're going back to 616. Betty was the one calling her crazy, right? How did she describe her? She described her, Miss Richards, as a crazy lady. And how she jogs, but that day she was excessively. What is this game? This game is Detective, the modern crime board game. Right here, Detective. And I'm this is a free demo. This is Among Us a plus. Yeah. It's the dankness of a murder mystery, because murder mysteries are always fun. And I got dressed up for the occasion, as you can see. I got my fake tie. It's literally just a belt that I wrapped around my head, my neck to make it into a tie. I even got my aviator glasses. Has to go. Oh, yeah. Okay. All right. So, out of all this stuff, before we do anything else, slap my mic. Thank you. We have one more of these here tokens. We have one more, but we also have another. Wild card, so we could go back to it. But we could use our last one to figure out if there is a gun, if she has a gun. So we can interrogate her to see if she has a gun in the house. Check for scratches? We cannot check for scratches. Oh, we're there. If she had scratches, she most likely has them covered. So we can't body search her while we're there. Because as of right now, it's just questions. There's nothing else we can really do. The only thing we can go further down is we can ask her if they have a gun in the house. What was that? Chelsea? Chelsea, lol. I don't know how to say your name. I'm gonna say hater. You're welcome to chime in if you want to. So it's all good. Everybody's welcome to join in, throw in their 2 cents to see what they think, so we can put everything together. But yeah, that sounds like a good idea. This will be our last token, and very curious if they have a gun, because that's a huge red flag if she has a gun. Okay, we flipped this over, so 616 we have access to 616. 616. A and B. We are all unfit detectives here. Definitely. Alright. Here we go. Standing at the threshold and trying not to step on the dog who keeps getting under your feet, you ask one more question. Do you have a gun? I don't. What an odd idea. My husband does, though. Do you remember what model it is? The Sig Sauer P938. My husband brags about it all the time. So, there is a gun in the house. There is a gun in the house. So, definite red flag. Definite red flag. So, there is a gun access in the house. Okay. So, we know we know that the gun is well, we can actually one of the best things we could do is we could probably put this bad boy copy, and we'll go ahead and this, and we'll figure out what this gun shoots. All right. This is our gun. This is the gun we're looking at. The Sig Sauer P938. It's a single action barrel length, and it's chambered in 22 long rifle. So we have a pistol that shoots 22s. So man, you know what? We might need to go to forensic. It might be a good idea to go to forensic. Because we know the gun. We know the gun. Hey man, but close range, them things can kill. Close range, them things can kill. And did I add the hour? Did I add the hour for this interrogation? How long was this interrogation? 1 hour. I think I did. So 1, 2, 1. No, I did not. Can be shot close range. Yes, definitely. Okay, so we're still in field work. It was fired close range in the heart. Yep. A bigger one would be less sus because that would be harder to use in a struggle. Guess what also isn't very loud? 22s are not loud guns. Small gun, small sound. No doubt. So we have a small gun. People aren't hearing it. If it's the murder weapon, we don't know for sure if that's the murder weapon. We do have a previous lead that we have not looked at yet, and that requires us going to the lab. Imagine if it isn't her. Oh, dude, we'd be so struck. But our biggest problem with going to the lab is that lab usually takes 3 to 4 hours. We may not have the time to go to the lab today. We might have to save the lab to tomorrow. And we're in field work right now, so there may be some things we might be able to do while we're in the field. We could possibly talk to the Metro Health. Possibly talk to the basketball player. What's her? Richardson's husband. Can we check the gun? No. I don't think we can check the gun. The best thing we got is this is the information we got on what a Sig Sauer is. So we know what the gun is. Can we talk to the husband? Yes, we can talk to the husband. One of the things is conversing with the husband. Database. Tom Richards, the basketball player. Melissa Richards' wife, Melissa Richards' husband. But the only downside is that we'd have to go back to headquarters. It's his gun, yes. But remember, we have to be wary of time. So if there's something we could possibly do, oh no, we have to go to headquarters. Yeah, headquarters. Okay, yeah, headquarters is the center. That's where we start out, or his employee to see if he went to work. We don't have anything we don't have a lead on employers specifically. Our best bet would be to talk to him directly, and then we would probably get more leads from that. So, I'll go through some of the leads that we currently have. We have, a lead that we have is interrogating of Tom Richards, reading files about the fire at the house at 602. We can go to the Metro Health. We can call in the drug dealer. Is he injured? We haven't gotten any extra information about Tom Richards specifically. Because the only information on Melissa Richards is literally this right here. Oh! Hold up. Okay, what was... That one was... That was 607. Let's head back to 607. Let's reread that. So 607. Doc says they lived there a couple years back. Attracted data from their neighbor. Their neighbor, Miss Richards, got them tickets to the game. They stated that unfortunately her husband did not play in the game because of an injury. So her husband during the fire day, her husband had an injury. But that was at a different time. Welcome back, Gobs. Welcome back. So, this right here isn't stated as current. I think this was previous. I think. Because, I think that was when the fire happened. When the fire happened is when that game was going on. Do you got Excedrin? Excedrin's real good. So, let's see, what else? We have any more base? Oh yeah, the lab work. 602 had a fire and Mr. Richards is injured. Yeah, back in the day, this isn't the same day. This is before when there was a fire, because at the beginning we learned that there was a fire at this location. I just downloaded something I didn't want to download. Oh shoot, my ambient noise. Here, we're gonna go to LA for backgrounds. A lot of people walking around now. Okay, so this is our extra information that we have right here. It also came to our that a few years back. Scroll down. That's the extra information we got. So it came to our attention that a couple of years back, this address was linked to another case, a fire that caused the death of a married couple and the sudden disappearance of their daughter. The case was highly publicized for a while, but then suddenly it all grew quiet and died out. That's why Antares was asked to help with this case. Maybe the murder is somehow linked to the fire and the disappearance of the girl. Investigating team, please deliver the report in 2 days. Yes, we're still on day 2. We're getting close. We're definitely getting close. So we have a possibility of talking to Mr. Richards. How is this related to the murder? We don't know. We don't know just yet. We haven't took the time to go out to the police station up in the top to go take a look. So as of right now, the fire has been on a back burner because it has been pretty much hinted a lot. Because actually, here goes some extra information. That we do know of. Tom Richards, interrogated as a witness with regards to the fire at the house at 602. Melissa Richards was also interrogated as a witness with regards to the fire at the house 602. How many days are there? 3. So we got the rest of this day and one more day to try to figure out this murder. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. But you must find a better one. A more enhanced one. I need you to find me an enhanced one. Not necessarily. I don't know. All we know is that Mr. Richards was not at the game that day of the fire. So as of right now, Docs here revealed that the fire brigade came quickly to stop the danger. The fire, as of right now, is very much kind of up in the air. So out of all the information that we have right now, that I think that I can remember, is that the kid. Let me go back to the names. All right, the kid that we questioned, John Smitty, was a thief. He was one. He's one that usually would the husband have the motives. We don't know. We don't know. Have we talked to Tom Richards? We have not talked to the husband. Chelsea, the Prime sub suggested us to talk to the husband. I don't know if Chelsea's still here, but they had suggested the talking to the husband, which we can do. Well, the only way we can tell is talking to the husband. That's the only way. If only we're allowed to body search. I would. Probable cause. We don't have probable cause to body search her. It's like we have our suspicions, but we don't have probable cause. That's our biggest problem. All we know is that lady was crazy. She did some jogging, and there's a gun in the house that we know shoots 22s. As of right now, I kind of agree with Jamumba. I think talking to Tom Richards would probably be a good idea, because he's one of the people that we don't know anything about right now, other than okay. Keep in mind, this may be information that has been lost. So at the beginning, John Smitty stated that he was going out with the girl, Susan Novak. But she dumped him for Tom Richards. So keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. In the interrogation, of John Smitty, he states that, yes, I knew Susan. When she moved in, we went out for a while. She was interrogated when I got busted for possession, but she was clean. She seemed to be a good girl, but later broke up with me when she started becoming interested in Richards, the basketball player. I didn't keep in touch. So she became interested in Richards. And Melissa is the wife of Richards. So there is a possible motive right there if anything happened between Susan and Richards. This doesn't link them. This doesn't link them to each other. It just states that Smitty said that she started becoming interested in Richards. Have motives. But we haven't talked to one of them yet. We know we've talked to Melissa, but we have not talked to Tom yet. I say talk to Mr. Richards. Sounds like a pretty good idea. What do the rest of you guys think? thinking intensifies. Agree? I think it might be a good idea. All right, so to interrogate Tom Richards, what's the options? Thinking failing. We have a couple things. Forensic data, but that would take too long for the rest of the day. Getting more information about the fire, which would take us up to the police department, and we could we would be able to get extra information for the fire. Interrogating Mr. Richards, which is currently something that we probably should do. We also have visiting the Metro Health, which we can do, which would learn us a bit more about Melissa Richards' mental health, and or the drug dealer. Talk to Tom. All right, we're heading back, guys. We're heading back to headquarters. All right, Tom Richards, interrogation 608. Headquarters, one hour. All right, Tom Richards arrived at the meeting right on time. He's wearing a tracksuit with the Cleveland Cavaliers logo. You show him a seat in the conference room, and start the system. You testify that on February 12th, between 8 and 9, you were on your way to work. You got to the Quicken Loans area just before 9. Is that correct? I arrived later because I was stuck in traffic. I was at the arena around 9:30. Medium stress level. Did you know Susan Novak? Yeah, she was the daughter of our neighbors. I mean, former neighbors, before they died in the accident. Oh. Huh. You stressed a little bit. Did you see or contact Susan Novak since her disappearance? No. Why would I contact her? High stress level. We're just asking. You don't need to get upset. Oh, he got upset when Susan Novak got brought up. How can I not be upset? This shark Kathla is waiting for some scandal to pop up so she can feed on me. The journalist, Mary Kathla? Don't worry. So far, we are not going to disclose anything to the press. You pause for a second. All right, now we flip it over. Do you have a gun? Yes, medium stress level. What type of gun? A normal gun. I mean a pistol. I don't know exactly. I don't use it. My coach told me to buy one just in case. This was a year ago. Low stress level. Did you notice anything disturbing when you left for work at on February 12th? Anything strange? No, nothing. Medium stress level. Richard's is sweating bullets. You haven't had much. Haven't had such a stressed out witness at Antares in such a long time. Can he not deal with the pressure, or is he hiding something? Okay. All right, we got some things. Okay, here we go, guys. We have these three star coins, and we also have the files. So we have what we could do to do this extra things to examine his gun. These are further leads. These are ones we can do at a different time. These aren't ones. This isn't one we have to do specifically right now. And we also get some extra information on Mary Kathla. Mary Kathla, looking little sus. Arrested for trespassing on private property, arrested for stalking, restraining order, preventing communications with Tom Richards, court order filed by Melissa Richards on Tom Richards' behalf. A little odd. Known sports journalist, author of several biographies, and we can get a converse with her. Okay. Let me see if there's any any DNA for these guys. Husband. Threw it on the ground. Okay, so this is our 608 608. Okay, so we have one more hour. And we can't do the gun. We can't do the gun thing. We can't do the gun thing just yet because we do not have the time to do it. So, I think as of right now, we could try to see if we can get anything done at the headquarters. So I think all we really can do right now is Kathla. Field work. What about the journalist? Save the gun for tomorrow. What about the journalist requires you to go to field work, which will eat up the hour and probably put us at 2. And if we we can only use up roughly one more stress. I don't think we can use all of it. So so as of right now, I think the only thing we can currently do is pulling in the drug dealer and see if he has anything extra to say. Steve Johnson. Yeah, he was scared of her. So, okay, let's go over this again. Okay, so did you know Susan Novak? Yes, she's the daughter of our neighbor, I mean, the former neighbors before they died in the accident. So, from what that sounds like, it sounds like Susan Novak was the daughter of the 2 people that died in that fire. That's what it sounds like. And it says, do you see or contact Susan Novak since her disappearance? He says, no, why would I contact her with a high stress level? Pixie, what's up? What's up? It's all good. It's all good. So he got real upset when we asked if he had contacted Susan Novak since her disappearance. So yeah, that's what it sounds like. That's what it sounds like. He had to have had contact with her while she was gone. But why would he be contacting her? Why would how many hours I have? How many hours I have? You have till in the stream. I plan. Sadly, there may not be no Doki Doki tonight, but I might play Doki Doki on one of the day on one of the Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday. So there'll still be some Doki Doki. It just may not be today. Man, they don't want us to leave our house over here too. So obviously, our understanding is that probably he had contact with her, and if a man has a contact with a woman, You're probably getting my meaning. Let me get my glasses on. You probably get my meaning. So, with all that extra stuff going on, that's a possibility. That's a possibility. And Dude Bro is married. Okay. We'll still be here. We're getting close though. We're getting close though. All right, so we got one more hour. We could bring in the drug dealer to see what he has to say, but there's not really much else we can do. Or we could just save the two because there's a possibility that it may not be a 1 hour interrogation. My understanding is that most likely will be a 1 hour interrogation because Mr. Steve well, not Mr. Steve, but what's his name was only a 1 hour interrogation too. Tom Richards. There's a possibility that that Steve Johansson's might be a fast interrogation, and he's usually around that area, so he might give us more information. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Johansson. Steve Johansson. I think it took me just now just to be able to say his name properly. Steve Johansson. So we got one more hour in the day. I don't know if there's anything else we can do other than calling in Mr. Steve Johansson. Because on the next day, we're most likely going to go to the lab, because that way we can check out the forensic report of the crime scene. So we'll get DNA, and we will also get the gun. I just don't know how we go about getting Melissa Richardson's DNA. I don't know. Shoot, man, my chat die? Oh. Rogan? Hello. You pick? I think our best bet will be talking to the drug dealer, because we only got 1 hour left, and might as well get some extra information. He might give us something. He may not, but ain't nothing else we can do. So, drug dealer, 612. Ooh, 2 hours. That's unfortunate. That cuts out one of our. We got one more stress for tomorrow. Might as well get some snacks for him too. Well, shoot, man, we just spent an extra hour with this freaking dude. The police took a while to detain the guy, but luckily he's no mafia boss, just an ordinary street dealer. All you had to do was ask around among the informants, and he was quickly found near one of the high schools. He was smart enough not to have anything on him. And now he's sitting at the interrogation room, looking blankly into a one-way mirror, having heard all the automatic warnings moments before you start interrogating him right away. Come over. All right, here we go. Mr. Johansson, I hear that you and your friends can be seen in the area of Dawnview Street dealing drugs. Do you know anything about that? As I say to the police every time, we are simply health conscious, and the air in that part of the town is great, like like nowhere in Cleveland. The nosy neighbors probably don't like the fact that we wander around the area. Medium stress level. They're always watching anyone who simply passes by. Sure. Were you at the sure? Were you at the house 602 Dawn Street on February 12th? No. Low stress level. Do you know anyone who could have been there? Maybe some kids from the neighborhood took a peek. Do you know anything about the murder of Susan Novak? This is the first time I've heard of the murder. Ah, he's useless. You don't do stuff in your backyard for F's sake. I like that neighborhood. I wouldn't be if I had any of the things you suspect of me. Can I go back to business now without any? Oh, that's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. He was a lost cause. I apologize. we probably would have been a better idea just to end the day and save the stress for tomorrow. Dang it. Dang it. Well, sadly, he provided us with no extra information. That puts us on the third day. We're on the third day. And we have... we need the other guy. Come on. Wait. Let me ask for some sugar. Okay, we are at a start of a new day. That we have to figure out as much information as we can. And as of right now, our best bet is looking at the gun and looking at the autopsy report. Not the autopsy report. The forensic science. So, there's two things we can do here that I think are probably our best bet. Because we were saving to this day to do some to finally look at the lab work. So, we can either start with we can possibly do both. But which one do you want to start with? Because one may lead to more. One of them may lead to more leads. One of them may not lead to anything. So it's which one do you want to start first? Do we want to start with the basic forensic science of the area? Like that's probably where we're gonna find if we're gonna figure out if there was a bullet casing left there. Is a forensic science of the crime scene. So, my opinion would probably be checking out the guest of forensic. Okay, we'll go ahead and head over there. So we're making our way up to the lab. That takes an hour, and we're gonna go and do some forensic science. So 604. All right. First about 2 hours. Actually, that was a pretty good forensic science. We're gonna have plenty of freaking time. I was expecting that to be a 4-hour forensic. First batch of items secured in the crime scene has already reached the laboratory. The second forensic science team visit and any additional requests of the investigators will increase the collection of items to be examined. But right now, the most obvious and important items are being thoroughly analyzed. You go to the 6th floor, pass through the workspaces, and there's all the extra, there's all flavor text. You start reading through a report on the elevator. File 604. Database. File 604. Search. Alright. This is our forensic scientist. Forensic science stuff. Traces collected at the crime include fingerprints, hair, and elements of tracked soil and mud, footprints left on the garden that have been preserved in plaster casts. Wow. Okay, bullet casing. 9mm. Odd. Alright, so we're gonna grab the fingerprints. So fingerprints of Susan Novak. Second fingerprints. Fingerprints of John Smitty, which we kind of knew his fingerprints would be. Fingerprints number 3. Partial fingerprint. Fingerprints lifted off the overturned chair, not found in the database. Match with John Smitty? Shoot, hold up. Some extra things. Okay, No, there's no match there. Alright, Mr. Richards' house had mud. Did it now? Hold up, let's go back to the forensic science. I get to get the rest of this information. Soil samples secured at the threshold of the front door in the room where the victim was found. So this is our soil sample. Bullet casing caliber 9mm secured at the crime scene, found under the couch in the room where the victim was found. Anywhere to talk to the lady. Let's take a look. Talking Richard says 616. Walk up to the door, hearing barking, sporting on dogs. Door is opened by a middle-aged woman wearing sporty. Next to her, a small dog with teeth. To explain. Shoot, I don't. You don't have to worry. Maybe it was 607 or 605. Huh. All right, we'll go back to it. We'll go back to that. Let's take a look at the rest of the forensic stuff we got here. Additionally, the team did not find any signs of forced entry. No traces were found of any tampering with the front door or the back door. So, with this states that the door was not forcefully opened. So so it makes it seem like Susan opened the door for somebody. So she had to have known who the person was for that door to be open. So I think that actually removes John Smitty from the possibility of being the murderer, because John Smitty's a thief. He would have broken in if he needed to. But then again, most of the doors are locked, but there was no tampering. So, yeah, I don't know. All right, keys to a Cleveland Cavaliers 2015 key ring. An RTA Red Line train ticket validated upon arrival on February 11th, the day before, at 9 a.m. And a torn-off pendant and a hair clip. So those are the information. That's the information that we got. So either Richards. So fingerprints were lifted off the suitcase, front door, kitchen surfaces, and a number of other places. Fresh prints, well preserved. Minus the overturned chair. Man, how do we get the fingerprints? Of Melissa Richards. How can we go about? She was interrogated. Do interrogations usually get you, can't we just ask for it? There's, like I said, we're getting well, as of right now, it would probably be like in real life, you probably could, but sadly, due to this being being a board game, we cannot. And she doesn't have a criminal record, so we don't have anything on file. So, man. Well, I guess our next step is to check the gun. For Tom Richards. 608. Well, I'll have a record soon of none of them give their fingerprints. That, yeah, it'll have to probably do something with the gun. So oh shoot. Going for the gun? Are we looking to go for the gun? Going for the gun. Let's grab that bad boy. We spent our authority points and our thing. We're 606 lab. .606 lab. And now we got some fingerprints, dude. We got some fingerprints. This is 2 hours. Okay. Luckily, the city is not jammed for the moment, so you reach your destination quickly and enter a laboratory and elevator to ballistics. You place the gun in a special container, and after 5 minutes, some unshaven guy reeking of cigarettes comes, takes the package. You put the special laboratory attire, follow him. You want these results as soon as possible. This is the best way to put pressure on the guy in uniform. Finally, the preliminary report from the printer is still warm. Gun, Sig Sauer, 9mm. Owner, Tom Richards. Purchased in '98. In the last week, the gun was fired once. All of the bullets, save one, are still in the mag. The gun is assigned the SM tag and transferred further tests. So, let's go to our signatures. So, SM. Oh, shoot. Signature. Alright, I gotta get these signatures in. So, A, S, T, 7, 6, T, dash, R, T, W, 4, 2, H. Use the, oh, there we go. Use the kill, so this now pits the gun together as the murder weapon. So the Sig Sauer was confirmed to be the murder weapon. Right there. Now we got another signature. We got another signature to do. So X, 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 large Z, X, dash, X, 4, X, 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 2. Add match. Fingerprints lifted from the... Hey. Fingerprints lifted from the gun were fingerprints that possibly have been found in the house. It is a possible. Avatar: The Last Airbender. What? Okay, so let's see. Oh, did I just match those? I'll just keep flipping around. So there's a possibility the fingerprint on the gun is one of the fingerprints that was inside the room. So we have found the weapon that killed. Now we gotta look at what we got And I think we have literally one more thing we can do. One more thing before this day ends. So let's look at some of the stuff we got to do. So we did the autopsy, did the crime scene, did the interrogation, did the forensic science. Does the husband have a record? I do not think so. Oh wait, no, he may have. He may have. Tom Richards. Interrogated witness, former NBA player. The only extra information we have is the files on the on the house, and the fact that he was interrogated as a witness at the fire plate on the fire with Melissa Richards. No criminal background, but again was also interrogated at the fire. 616. Let's take a gander at some of these other ones that we have. 601. We questioned him about the neighborhood. That was the field work on talking to those things. Hey yo, miss out on a bit. Who do we think is the murderer? As of right now, our highest suspects is Tom Richards or his wife Melissa Richard. Yes, the signatures we have right now, this is our partial fingerprint from the murderer's gun. And it matches the unknown fingerprint. Melissa's your guess? The unknown fingerprint from the chair. So whoever held that gun most likely touched the chair. And it doesn't fit Mary McCathla's fingerprints at all, due to the fact that like this fingerprint does not fit this one, but does fit this one. But we don't have a match for this specific print. Our biggest thing is we still don't have the DNA. Touch of chairs, yeah. I'm trying to see if there's any thing we've missed. One thing we haven't, does Novak even know the wife enough to let her in? If Susan knew the husband, she would most likely have known the wife. That's my understanding. Because if there's a possibility, well, sometimes you may know the person, open up the door to figure out what they're doing, and they may barge in that way. We don't know. But we know that one thing we do know, well, suspect, is that what's his name? Tom Richards. Tom Richards was in contact with Novak while she was gone, but wants to deny any type of knowledge of her when it comes to the media. Who's Novak? Susan Novak. Susan Novak is the one that died. We know that Boone thinks Melissa is crazy. She was also huffing and puffing on the day that Novak was murdered. So with some of the stuff we have, we know that Mrs. Boone saw Mrs. Richards the day of the murder, and she was red in the face, crazy person. We know Tom Richards. Can we compare their prints with the one in the house? like as of right now, we don't have prints of either Richardsons. Melissa Suss. Yeah, both Richards. We do not have any prints from any of them. There's a possibility we don't didn't we just get Melissa's? No, we did not get Melissa's. Pretty much what we got was look at her medical records at the Metro Health. Metro Health Psychiatric. That is a possible place we could go. That could possibly get us some information about her. Because as of right now, from what I've all seen, it looks like we have two choices. We can go and investigate the fire, which we know via what's his name, Tom Richards' statement that Novak was the daughter of the two that died in the fire. So we know that. And we suspect that he had contact with her while she was gone, due to the fact that he had very high stress levels and was freaking out. He bought the gun, but doesn't really have much to do with the gun, because he stated inside of his thing that he bought the gun, but didn't really know much about it, and that his coach told him to buy it. So he doesn't really have much knowledge of said guns. Tom's eye color is blue. There is. So as of right now, I think our two best locations. I remember he was bragging about the gun. This is true too. But see that? Oh, dude, contradiction! Contradiction! No. Okay. I think I got it. Hold on. Okay, we're gonna look at these two things real quick. Okay, so 608 headquarters. Okay, let's look at these. 608 headquarters. Do you have a gun? Yes, medium stress level. What kind of gun? A normal gun. I mean a pistol. I don't know exactly. I don't use it. My coach told me to buy one just in case this was a year ago. Low stress level. Now, let's go to Miss Richards at 616. We asked her about the gun. Standing in the threshold trying to... Do you have a gun? I don't. I don't. What an odd idea. My husband does, though. Do you remember the model? She knows the exact model of the gun. She knows the exact model of the gun and says my husband brags about it. She claims it grabs her, but he didn't know the gun. He didn't know what the gun was. She does. But see, that's the odd thing. He wasn't stressed when he was talking about the gun. He wasn't stressed. He was stressed when he was talking about the girl, but was not stressed about the gun. He kind of shoved it off to the side. Okay, so keep this in mind. She knew the exact name of the gun, and my husband brags about it all the time. Now we'll go back to we'll go back to 608, and we'll look at the stress levels. Okay, do you have a gun? He says yes, because not much. We have 3 hours. He says, what kind of gun? A normal gun. I mean a pistol. I don't know exactly. I don't use it. My coach told me to buy one just in case. This was a year ago. Low stress level. See, up here he was freaking out. He was freaking out about Susan Novak. Look at that, high stress level, medium stress level. Anytime he talked to him about the girl, he freaks out. But the second he says something about a gun, nothing. Nothing. He's calm as a cucumber talking about the gun. So my thinking, if he's having such a freak out about the girl, and our understanding is he probably kept in contact with her, that means my deduction is that he was probably cheating on her, or cheating on his wife with her. At least that's my understanding. That's what it looks like. We don't know if she found out. There's a possibility, but that's motive. That's motive right there. If she had found out that that he was trying to get with another girl, then you don't know. Okay, medical records. I guess medical records would be the best bet. Might have prints too. If it has prints, that's it. If they have her prints, that's it. That's donezo. Rolling out! Rolling out! Field work! We're rolling out, guys. We're rolling out. 1 hour. Metro 619. Two hours. Perfect. Perfect. No! Dude, no, dude! Dude, look! Look at the extra! Look at the extra! We don't have the tokens to do it! Dude, he says that Melissa was examined at the hospital many years ago. It turns out she was a difficult teenager, the typical prom queen who bullied and humiliated her friends from school. He remembered her because she stood out. She looked down on everyone, but she often got away with it because she paid a lot of attention to her looks and was quite pretty. Let's see. Okay, the Metro Health, big building. Luckily, there were members of staff regularly work on the police. You find Mrs. Boone's brother-in-law and ask him about Melissa Richards. Fortunately, he was not her doctor, and not bound by patient decor. No, no, dude. There's nothing we can do. We can't get any more tokens. No, we can. We can. But it's a further lead. We'll lose. Hold up. I need to check something. I need to check the rules. We can use 1 hour. But we would have had to use the 1 hour. Dude, no, it's a further lead. It's not a flip over card. It's a further lead. We'd have to go back to headquarters, spend an hour to get a token, and then come back and do this. We don't have the tokens. Justin, what's up? We are struck. We are struck. This is the last bit of information we get. This is the last bit of information we get. So, and there's no more stress. We can't use any stress. We only got 1 stress left, and we need to be at the headquarters to gain tokens. We already pulled too many strings to get the gun. We pulled too many strings to get the gun. Okay, guys. Here we go. We're going to the final part of this game. In-game. Okay. You should finish your game first. Are you ready now to see the answer questions for the Suburbia case? And Terrace, final report. What was the motive of Susan Novak's murder? Covering up a secret from the past. Covering up an affair from the past. Jealousy about an affair from the past. We don't know. So, what are we thinking? Jealousy? Jealousy. I think jealousy sounds pretty good. Because it couldn't have been, to me, it doesn't seem like it'd be from the past due to her killing. Oh, I guess it could be. But, okay, jealousy. Okay, who murdered Susan Novak? Who do we think murdered Susan Novak? Tom Richards, Melissa Richards, Mary Cathla. Melissa? Yeah? Goblins, are we sticking with Melissa? It's not Do the Do. It's Kokadoo. Okay, you've been outvoted. It's Melissa. You've been outvoted 2-1. Okay, additional question. What was the cause of the death of Mr. and Mrs. Novak? A failure of the ventilation system of the fireplace, the murderers tampering with the fireplace ventilation, food poisoning, we don't know. That's true. We never found out. Okay, keep in mind the way this thing states is that if you get the answer wrong, you get minus points. If you say you don't know, you don't gain or lose any points. So you're okay if you don't know. It's actually better than randomly guessing. So from what we know, what do we think happened with Mr. and Mrs. Novak? From what we know is only from Tom Richards, which he said that that Mr. and Mrs. Died in a fire in the accident. So are we gonna go with we don't know? The fire thing. There's 2 fire things. Mr. and Mrs. Novak was the mom of Susan Novak, the deceased person. We didn't go deep into the fire, so we don't necessarily know exactly what happened. But keep in mind, guessing randomly is worse than guessing we don't know. So Jamoma's going with I don't know. Starbolt going with I don't know. Goblin says fire thing. Alright. Going once. Going twice. Here we go. Alright, we're going with I don't know. Alright. Where was Susan Novak on the day of her parents' death? She was in her room upstairs. She was on a school trip. She was with Tom Richards. We don't know. So I have a feeling due to some of the things that Tom Richards said. We never dove into the past, but we could speculate. But it's what did he say? During the interrogation, he was asked, "Do you know anything about Susan Novak?" Medium stress level, he was then asked, did you contact Susan Novak after the disappearance? He said, well, why would I do that? I don't want no conspiracy theory. And he was at high stress. He was sweating bullets and freaking out. So my understanding with that hint right there, it says that he had to have had something going on with her. Gob says third one. She was with Tom Richards. We did not talk to the reporter. No, we did not talk to the reporter. What are you looking for? She was with Tom Richards? She survived. So, if she survived, there's no way she would have been in the upstairs, because the house got burned up all pretty bad, but not terrible. But I don't think there's any way that she would have been alive upstairs. At least you wouldn't think. But there's a possibility. You never know. So we're gonna go with Tom Richards. Is this what we're going for? Is this your final answer? She was with Tom Richards. Third two? All right, here we go. How many stress seconds did we use? 2. Those reduce our points. Case solved, guys! Case solved! And dude, we would've got a perfect score if we didn't use the stress tokens! Woo-woo! Yeah! Good work, detectives! Good work! Yes! You guys were right! Let's see, roll an examiner report. This is a lot of work you've done here and only started 2 days ago. Thank you for your hard work. Let's go through all of the most important questions I wanted you to answer. First, was the motive of Susan Novak's murder? I think it was jealousy about an affair from the past. That sounds about right. I think that it was an affair that happened in the past. It was a crime of passion, a revenge, or rather to prevent old affair from happening ever again. So the most important question remains, who killed Susan Novak? Well, you believe it's Melissa Richards, and that's the most plausible theory. I believe Susan Novak was murdered by Melissa Richards. Melissa was jealous. Her husband cheated on her with the younger girl next door. It is also entirely possible that this led to the death of Bob and Jenny Novak. I believe Susan was intended target back then, but ironically enough, she was on a date with Tom Richards that night! Woo! Yeah! Overall, you did a superb job, detectives. I am proud of you. I will recommend you for all future cases. Of course, this is only the beginning. I will now notify the police. They will arrest our suspect. There will be a trial, and thanks to you, a satisfying sentence. But let's just leave that to the prosecutor, shall we? Yeah! Good job, guys. Good job. Beautiful, beautiful game. You guys did wonderful. We're the boners. We are the boners. The biggest of boners. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. He fit the bill. He definitely fit the bill. But his knowledge of the gun being little to nothing was the one that drew me to Melissa hardcore. His whole testimony, or his whole thing. We are the Cumbenders. Yes, we are. This felt less like Sherlock Holmes, more like Scooby-Doo. Finding all the clues, picking through them. And you know what's awesome? I could possibly do this again. I have there's been a Detective Season 1 that came out, and it has 4 more of these small well, not necessarily small, but a few more of these murder mysteries. I think there's 4 of them. So there's a possibility we will do this again another time. But that was fun. That was fun. Woo. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Good job. Good job. Gobs came in with that 6-9 meme vote, and that thing did wonders for us. That did wonders for us. Definitely, we went the wrong way. We went the wrong way. But hey, we got it in the end. We got it in the end. We did a good job, everybody. We did a good job. This is gonna be a good VOD. Hopefully the music won't fart all over it. Memes don't lie. They seem to not. They seem to not lie. Okay, guys. I guess this will most likely end it for me tonight. That's 609. That's exactly what it was. I'm dude, man. I'm glad you did. I was really hoping that that this would be fun. I really wanted it to be fun because I enjoy the game. It's just that I don't really have a lot of people to play it though. Yeah, Melissa, definitely go Burr. And I got dressed up for it too. I got myself my long sleeve shirt, my belt tie. I don't actually have a tie, and my aviator glasses, so I can be that elite detective. Yeah. Oh, I didn't use the mask. I forgot. Dude, I forgot. I had the Damn, I gotta take off my head. That's it. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But every single time I breathe, I can't see, and you probably can't understand me that well. But it has a copper mustache. And it's so good. Yes. Oh man, yeah, that was fun. I enjoyed myself. I went with the regular old goatee, but I'm glad everybody had fun. This will end it for me today. I might play some games over the next few days. Next mainstream will be Friday morning, or at 12 a.m. So, thank you for playing the board game Detective, the modern crime board game with me. I'm glad you guys had fun. I definitely had an extreme amount of fun, and I can't wait to play again. So you guys have a good morning / night, afternoon, midday, wherever you guys are at. I'm gonna have a good night, and I will see you guys later. Bye bye, guys. See ya.
Shapeshifter.